So about the animation in One Piece. It's really satisfying to see the improvement with the animation in One Piece. Seeing how the animation was at the earlier parts of the New World compared to now. There were a lot of much needed improvements to be made, but in Wano, they swapped things around and changed their direction in the animation. The newest episode that dropped was extremely good and well animated. It was trending everywhere and for a very good reason. It was basically a movie level animation for the episode. Every single moment in the episode was done extremely well, and it transitioned very smoothly. There's only a handful of One Piece episodes with that same level of quality. Not even a handful. You could count them all on one hand. And it's not that other Wano episodes were being animated poorly or anything. Across the board, Wano was being animated very well. They can't just make every episode feel like a movie level quality. They only really bumped up the animation only for semi-important fights and higher. One of the movie level episodes was a Warlord episode between acts, and the other was when they were just getting to the shore of Onigashima. I'm pretty sure those are the only ones, but I might be wrong. And they were all done by the same director, Ishitani. I don't really remember the specific names of people who are behind making anime. It's not something that I really thought about that much when I saw good animation. But I should definitely try and see which animators are responsible for making episodes like these for animes. Ishitani is definitely a name I'll try to remember, if I ever come across it again. Animators like those are usually freelancers, I'm pretty sure. From my understanding, they're pretty expensive to hire out for episodes. Probably too much to actually hire them for a full contract for an entire anime season. So they just outsource jobs from different animes here and there, and drift between studios. Most of them aren't tied down to one specific studio. Madhouse was one studio I'm pretty sure had a pretty strong team of dedicated animators that mostly animated under their name, but I'm pretty sure the major animators there eventually left the studio because of working condition reasons, which is definitely partly why they slowed down on making animes. The last anime I remember them making is tagged OP Destiny, which wasn't even really an anime made fully by them. It was a collaboration between Madhouse and MAPPA. They started to slow down a lot in the more recent years. That's what a lot of people worry will happen to MAPPA as well, because MAPPA is responsible for a crazy amount of well animated series. Over like the past 3 years, they really grew their name a lot with how they consistently created quality anime season after season. They even picked up heavy hitter names like Attack on Titan when they already had lots of series that they were working on. MAPPA is carrying a big part of animes that are coming out right now. It's respectable to see that they grew their name so big so quickly, but also a little bit worrying, because if they ever do hit a burnout point, they're gonna hit it hard. And there's talk about animators slowly funneling out of the studio because of the work ethic there. So I think it will happen eventually. I just hope they realize this sooner than later and try and fix it and catch their breath. But who cares about all that? This video is supposed to be about One Piece. I just realized that I went on a whole tangent on studios that have nothing to do with it. The animation in Wano is great. There's nothing to complain about it. What I'm curious about, and probably loads of other people, is what will happen to the animation after Wano. This change in animation was made specifically because of Wano. It was the most anticipated arc in the series, and there's some cultural relation with it being feudal Japan, so they wanted to give the animation a quality boost. I don't know if that second one is a legitimate reason, but it's something I hear people say a lot. The episode the Straw Hats went up to Wano from the waterfall was really nice, because we saw the transition in animation midway through the episode. It wasn't just the episode ends with them climbing the waterfall, and then after that in the next episode the animation gets better. As soon as they touched the shores of Wano, the animation had the boost in quality. It was getting hyped up a lot that the Wano arc was going to get special treatment with its animation. There was even a trailer made for the arc a few months before we even got to it. That was shortly after I caught up to One Piece too. I caught up around April of that year. I read the manga after I finished the anime, because the Reverie arc was moving really slow. In the long run though, looking at what we got out of Wano, I think it was well worth the sacrifice. I already knew what happened in Wano at that point, but I was still really hyped for the arc. I just kept watching the trailer over and over, trying to look at every little detail. I was even showing my friend at the time who didn't even like One Piece. It was still never said though that they would completely switch over to that animation. They only said that they would have that animation for Wano specifically. Whether they will continue to have these animations after the arc is over is unknown. It will be really depressing if One Piece ended up regressing to how it was before. I don't think it will go down that much, but it might go down a noticeable amount. I think it will make the most sense to not regress it at all, since One Piece is definitely one of Toei's top money makers. They should have had the animation boost a while ago if I'm being honest. So if they were gonna do a little extra for one of their series, One Piece would definitely be that series to get that extra boost. But Toei seems pretty lazy at times with their animation. Like they know people will watch it anyway since they love the series, so they might not feel motivated enough to invest into the animation. At least that's the feeling I used to get with the animation at times. That's pretty much all I had to say though. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe for future content. Peace.